A lot of business owners are confused about what type of entity they should choose, particularly between sole proprietorships, partnerships, limited liability companies known as LLCs, as well as corporations. They may also confuse those with C corporations and S corporations, which are really just a tax designation. When I advise my clients on what type of entity they should choose, the first thing to keep in mind is that corporations and limited liability companies are preferable to sole proprietorships and partnerships because they offer a form of limited liability protection. So in corporations and limited liability companies, the owners are generally not liable for the debts of the business. That comes with exceptions, of course, particularly fraud, trust fund liabilities, as well as failure to observe corporate formalities. For sole proprietorships and partnerships, the owners could more easily be held liable for the debts of the business. As between limited liability companies and corporations, it's really a factual determination that comes down to how the business is going to be operating. Corporations offer a more formal structure. For example, there's stockholders, directors, as well as officers. This structure is often preferable for venture capital funding. So if that's something that the business owner may be looking to do in the future, that may be a preferable entity type. Corporations also have a well-developed set of cases, case law, that can be used to govern the business. Limited liability companies, on the other hand, they're a more flexible form of management. So the owners of the business can more easily structure the management to be run through the owners. And the limited liability company, it also has a pretty well-developed set of statutes and case law. Ultimately, this question, as I mentioned before, is a factual determination. So I like to get to meet with my clients to understand what their business goals, what their objectives are, and only with that information can I provide the proper advice to them on what entity they should select.